So today's program is part of the Living Well series, and we are focusing on how to stay healthy and active. Our presenters today are Rainey Krev and Nora Graviwa. How do you pronounce your last name? I'm sorry.
Think of gravity and water. Gravois.
Gravois. Yes, very French, very lovely. Rainey is from the Sam Johnson Recreation Center for adults over 50. She is the recreation supervisor, and Nora is the counselor for the Wellness Center for older adults. If you guys want to introduce yourselves, go ahead, and then we'll go from there.
Good morning. Thanks, Meredith, for having me. I'm Rainey Krev, and I'm the supervisor of Sam Johnson Recreation Center.
And I'm Nora Gravois. Thank you for inviting us as well. I'm one of the counselors at the Wellness Center for Older Adults, and I provide the caregiver support groups, community education, and Memory Cafe, which is one of our interactive programs at the Wellness Center.
All right, and Rainey, if you want to go ahead and share your slides, and we'll follow up with a few of the things that library has to offer after you're done with your presentation.
Absolutely. Can you see it? No. Hold on just a second. Okay. Oh. Can you see that, Meredith?
Not yet.
Why is it not?
I have it on share screen.
There we go.
There it goes.
There you go. Now you can see it, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we are Sam Johnson Recreation Center for adults 50 plus. We were named after a 14-month renovation from 2017 to 2019. In between those years, we renamed the center after Sam Johnson, and the council unanimously approved for our name to be changed. During the renovation period, we recognized that the renovation period would be a good time to change the name of the facility, and we wanted to appeal to more of the younger seniors and that demographic for the city of Plano. Somehow I jumped ahead 4 slides. This is Sam Johnson, and we have a plaque made in his honor within our center that is dedicated to him. And then we also have a display case for him and some of his prisoner of war time periods in the book that he wrote within our center as well, to recognize him and his services. In this picture, you'll see our east entrance. This is our main entrance to our facility. It is now on the east side of the building. And once you walk in, you'll be greeted by our pool room and our billiards room and our lounge, as well as our front desk and staff at the front desk. Here you'll see some of the classrooms that we provide for Nora's groups that she meets with. We also have art classes, computer classes, just regular meetings. We partner with a lot of the city departments here in the city of Plano, and they can hold their staff meetings as well. We hold baby showers here and just room facility rentals throughout the community. In this slide, you'll see our art room, and this is where we provide watercoloring, water doodling. We have oil painting, lots of different art classes. We have jewelry making as well within our facility, and this is typically the room that the art classes will be provided in. Here you see our group fitness room. This is where we provide all of our dance classes, yoga classes, Zumba classes, some Pilates classes, chair aerobics. We have a wide variety of fitness classes that are offered here at the center, morning, noon, and night. This is our courtyard. However, it doesn't look like this anymore. In 2019, when we reopened the facility, March 29th of 2019, we partnered with the Plano Community Garden Club, and they provided a safe space, as you will, with lots of trees, flowers, bushes, and they've revamped this space completely for our patrons to go and enjoy. It provides a sense of peace for our patrons who are here as they're walking along the halls, and they can look out and see all the gorgeous flowers that we have. This is just part of one of our lounges that we have. It's a sitting area that people can come and read, play on their laptop, make a phone call. It's just a quiet area for our patrons to have. And as you can see, it looks out onto the south parking lot entrance. We also have some lockers that are used for day use. So you can borrow a lock or bring your own for when you're working out in our facility. And then as you can see here, this is our group, this is our fitness room actually. Before renovation, and I'm not sure how many of you used to come to the center, our fitness room was 900 square feet, and it was one machine that did all different types of exercises with 4 pieces of cardio equipment in it. Since the renovation, we expanded this room to 2,500 square feet. We have 22 pieces of cardio equipment, and then a machine for each muscle group. So you've got your leg curl, you've got your abdomen thrusts, you've got a back machine as well. So we wanted to touch base on all of the fitness aspect and making sure that you are able to get a good workout in while you're here, while getting a really good view. It overlooks Harrington Park and the trails outside of our building. Here you see our dining room. Our gazebo cafe is here in the back. It's got the order window on the right and the pickup window on the left. We provide lunch Monday through Friday from 11 to 12:30. I'm not sure if you are aware that we serve a full service meal. So it's handmade on the day of. We have over 30 volunteers that help us in the kitchen on a daily basis. And they provide fresh chicken salad, tuna salad, baked potatoes, and our special of the day. And of course, sandwiches as well. Around town right now, it's known as the best bang for your buck because it's never really over $5 for a meal for one. And it's fresh food. We can serve over 112 people a day. Right now, our average is probably around 90, but on Wednesdays and Thursdays, we can do as many as 160 to 170 people per day.
So get here early on a Wednesday or Thursday.
That's right. That's right. You'll be waiting in line for at least 45 minutes. We have a great time in our gazebo cafe. Our volunteers love being here and they love serving. This is our little coffee bar that we have. It's 75 cents for a cup of coffee. We now have games and puzzles placed on these back shelves for our patrons to enjoy in the cafe. Here you see our Lone Star Ballroom that we utilize for classes, we utilize for events, we utilize for our Tuesday night bands. Bingo, where we serve around 160 people on Wednesdays for bingo as well. They'll come in and utilize this space. We have open card play as well. So this room, this Lone Star Ballroom is definitely busy during the week. I'll go into some of our programs here in a minute as soon as I get done showing you the facility here. This is our lounge. This is where people can come and play puzzles. As you can see in the very back left-hand corner, we have 2 different seating areas as well that you can utilize. And then on the right-hand side, that you can't really see, we have bookshelves that have books for rent. Not really rent, it's just check out on your own. It's an honor system really, because we're not a full service library. But we do have those that donate books to us, and people can check them out at their own time and then return them when they're done. Puzzles as well are also available for checkout as well. Here is our billiards room that we provide, and it's open, from open to close. We have around 15 to 20 guys that will come in and play pool on a daily basis. They come in, they start playing pool, they'll take a break for lunch and then come back in the afternoon, and they can play well into the evening hours. So as you can see, our senior population in Plano has just gone up, and this hasn't been updated since 2016, but I do know for a fact that our senior population continues to grow, and baby boomers are becoming the next big generation that we're serving here. And there has been a huge increase in the age distribution amongst Plano, over under 45 years and then 45 years and older from 1990 to, and we're anticipating until 2030. Our mission here at Sam Johnson Recreation Center is to enrich the lives of city's adults 50 plus by providing high quality recreational opportunities. And by doing this, this is how we do it. We provide educational, wellness, social, fitness, and volunteer opportunities for adults 50 plus. We provide a positive social environment. We provide a home away from home, and we improve quality of life. We offer nutritious meals. We provide a safe place, and we inform. And how we do that is by offering the programs that we offer here at Sam Johnson. We offer, of course, the hot lunch or the cold lunch, depending on what you choose to get that day. We have open cards and games with card play. We offer day trips, educational opportunities, exercise classes, fitness and weight room. We offer holiday celebrations, room rentals, social functions. We have the beautiful courtyard, and then our billiards room. Some of these are free opportunities. Some of these are registration required opportunities. And you can find these in our catalog. I think the fall one just came out, and I have a link provided in the chat for our current catalog and our user guide that we offer here. That's the end of my slideshow. I'm going to stop sharing, but I can still talk about the center. That way you can see our face. But basically, we are a recreation center for adults 50 plus. We have lots of different variety of classes happening here, whether it's fitness classes, art classes. We partner with the Wellness Center and offer memory cafe, dementia classes, Alzheimer's classes, caregiver classes as well. And building those partnerships amongst city departments for me is very important. And having them here and easily accessible to our center and to our demographic that we serve is a very vital thing that we have going on. We do offer lunch Monday through Friday. We offer dances on Tuesday nights, and Kings of Swing plays on Thursdays from 12:30 to 2, and that's a social function. Bingo is offered Wednesdays and Saturdays, one time in the afternoon from 1 to 3 on Wednesdays, and then 9:30 to 11:30 on Saturdays. You can always find our specials menu and our daily standard menu online as well, and that's where you'll find the Recreation Center brochure for the fall. And then the other thing that we also provide is our user guide and our e-trendsetter. We mail out a weekly e-trendsetter on Tuesdays, and that has all the information typically with our user guide and our fall catalog, as well as additional opportunities that we're offering here at the center. That concludes my presentation. I'll see if Nora has anything that she wants to touch base on in the Wellness Center, or if you guys have any questions, we're more than happy to answer them.
I'm not quite sure if y'all were able to pull up my PowerPoint, but I'll just be real brief. The Wellness Center has been very fortunate to have a relationship with the city of Plano for over 40 years. And I've only been here, I'm coming up on my 3rd year, but I have already been blessed by the relationship being housed here in the Sam Johnson Senior Rec Center. The Wellness Center is on the south entrance.
Yes.
And as soon as you walk in the door, there's a large sign along the wall that says Wellness Center for Older Adults. And in there, you find a program of services and supports for folks 55 and older. My portion is the caregiver supports. And so we provide that through individual counseling for caregivers, as well as caregiver support groups. And all of these groups are able to be housed here in the center. There is a classroom just across the hall from our offices. And so we are able to do dementia caregiving support groups, chronic illness and end of life or hospice related caregiving support groups. We also have a caregiver grief group for caregivers who have been caregivers and whose loved one has passed within the last year. So we're able to do that, as well as a difficult relationship caregiving class. Oftentimes, adult children, spouses, ex-spouses, family members who have not necessarily had a good relationship with a person who needs care finds themselves in a situation where that very person, where the relationship was tense or full of conflict, sometimes even not healthy and toxic in some ways, but that family or that family friend has stepped up to help them in those later years when they need a caregiver. And so this caregiver relationship with chronic conflict relationships is a very important one, because a caregiver is a hero. And so stepping up to help someone else in a time of their need is very important. But being willing to overcome and work through those challenges of the relationship can sometimes be the most difficult types of caregiving that one can provide. So on Mondays at 3 o'clock, we have caregiver groups in those 4 categories. And then on Tuesdays, we provide community education in classroom 2 as well, where we have different topics related to the challenges of getting older, also the victories and successes of getting older, but how caregiving impacts those life circumstances and those life seasons. And so we do that on Tuesdays, and then Wednesdays we have a complete day. The entire day is dedicated to caregiver groups. All of these services that are caregiver supported are free to anyone within Collin County and some of the surrounding counties, but you do come into the center and we are able to utilize their space in order to provide those services to Collin County residents and City of Plano residents, as well as outreaching. We also provide Memory Cafe on the 4th Wednesday of every month, which is an opportunity for a person and their loved one for whom they're caring that has a dementia related or other cognitive impairment diagnosis. And we spend about an hour and a half playing games together, where we just help encourage that relationship. We help them focus on the relationship rather than the role of caregiver, because sometimes that role can become more of a taskmaster and you can lose sense of just enjoying being together, having fun together. We give away lots of door prizes, lots of game prizes, and so we encourage caregivers and their care recipient to work together on a game. We have lots of laughs, lots of stories, some really good refreshments and snacks to keep everybody comfortable, and we just have a lot of fun during that hour and a half. That's the caregiver portion. But also behind the doors at the Wellness Center, we have a preventive health program where we have 2 nurses who are on site, able to do appointments here at the Sam Johnson Senior Center for ear care, foot care, pedicure and manicure care for diabetic foot care. They can do ear cleaning. They can also run lab tests, do blood work. They provide a lot of consultation, question and answer sessions just to help explain a diagnosis, a blood test, talk about something the doctor had mentioned, but maybe the doctor didn't have time to talk through all of the way. And then they are also available for emergency services. Being here at the Sam Johnson Center, sometimes we have falls and bumps and bruises and scrapes. And so our nurses are readily available to help in cases where first aid is necessary or emergency medical treatment is necessary while we're waiting for 911 to arrive. So it's a cooperative agreement. It's a partnership that we have with the Sam Johnson Center staff, where we work together to be able to provide all of these services for folks 50 and older. Ours are 55 and older. Our most recent program is Neighbors Helping Neighbors, which is a homeless initiative for folks 65 and older in Collin County, trying to help them find permanent housing or subsidized housing, or getting them off the streets, out of their car, or out from under the bridges, and get them the services and supports that they need. We partner with 5 other agencies in Collin County to help that be a successful experience for a person who's experiencing not having a home at this time. And so all of those services at the Wellness Center are provided through grants, city funding through the city of Plano, county funding with some of the other counties, state and federal and local grants through the Area Agency on Aging. So we partner with Sam Johnson. We're a beautiful friendship that works towards the benefit of seniors that live here in Collin County, certainly all of those who are members here at the Sam Johnson Center. But the good thing is that they also encourage folks who are not members to be able to come and take advantage of our services. And then hopefully we introduce them to all of the wonderful programs, activities, events, recreational, social, educational opportunities that are here at the Sam Johnson Center. So we'd love to meet you and see how we could work together towards helping you in whatever way that might be helpful. I think we're both available for any questions if you have anything.
Yep.
Yeah, we had one attendee ask what kind of educational classes you offered, and I think, Nora, you just covered a whole bunch of them for yours. So Rainey, if there's any you'd like to share, I guess, outside of the
Yes.
the artsy types.
Yes. So I'm going to open up the page that we have in the
While
fall
she's
catalog.
looking, I can tell you a story that just came up yesterday. We were in a caregiver support group and we were talking about resources available for folks who are in early stage dementia. And one of our caregivers and her husband come here to the center and take part in the art classes. The instructor there in the art classes does an incredibly beautiful and gracious job of helping that person who's in early stages have a wonderful art experience. And so even though it might not be a class that we offer, their staff, their teachers, their educators, their classes offer lots of opportunity to be social, to be engaged, to continue to feel like you're contributing and being involved in a hobby. So
yes, great opportunities there between the both of us. We've got several different ones. We've got Cholesterol Matters. This is all happening this fall. Be Fast to Prevent a Stroke. We've got Conversational French, Conversational Spanish. We have Diabetes Self-Management, Do-It-Yourself Estate Planning, Easy Entrees for You and Yours, Elder Law Essentials, 5 Ways Technology Will Change How We Age, Gardening 101, Introduction to Social Media, Google Searches and Services, iPhone Health App, Let's Make Candy, Let's Make Pie, Life Transitions. We have several lunch and learns. So some of these classes, the lunch and learns, they will provide you an educational session and offer lunch with it. So some of those are that are listed are living with lung disease, dementia, not always Alzheimer's, memory testing with BrainView, managing email on your iPhone or iPad. And then we have just lots of different fun things. We've got piano, movies, and more on your Android. Medicare questions answered. I mean, the list goes on. We have so many opportunities. We've got Snack and Learns, bladder health and pelvic floor, dizziness and balance. I mean, pain and fall prevention. The list goes on. And you can find that all on what page was I on? Page 63, 64, 65, and 66 in the fall catalog.
And then, that catalog is readily available there at the front at the entrance, on stands and behind the desk.
Yes, and we shared a link in the chat as well to it. And we've got a question for you, Nora, about nurses, if you've got any bilingual, specifically Spanish speakers.
At this time, we do not. We encourage family members or folks who are coming in to bring their own interpreter. Our nurses go to different communities and provide services there, and there are usually interpreters there. Both Asian and Hispanic interpreters are available. At one time, we had a student who was able to do that for us, but we don't have her this semester. So we encourage folks to bring their own interpreter.
Thank you. And then we have a question about whether or not transportation is offered to and from the Sam Johnson Rec Center.
The only transportation that we offer is for our day trips. So, you know, it could be to a Rangers game, it could be to a movie, it could be out to lunch. Those are the only ways that we provide transportation, is if they're registered for our events. However, getting to and from the center, it would be on them to do a ride share, whether it be Uber, Lyft, or you can partner with DART. I believe there's still a program within DART that they can use.
Yeah, they do have a, I'm going to see if I can find a connection to that, but they do have a call and pick up ride service.
Yes.
So let me see if I can find a link to that.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think it's called GoLink, is their on-demand service.
Yes, I think you are correct.
Yeah, here we go. So I'm going to put this into the chat for y'all. And I do believe they may have some other mobility focused services, but this is the main one that they have available, and you can contact them for more details about that.
The monthly newsletter and the trend center that the Sam Johnson Center sends out is very informative. It's just full of information and a list of the classes for that month. Sometimes it can feel overwhelming to look at the catalog, and so that monthly notice puts things out just for that month in a very well-designed way so that you can see quickly and easily what's available and what might get your interest.
And we would just need an email address provided for that in order to add you to our eTrendsetter list.
Okay. Oh, let's see, we've got another question for you. Can I, 49, attend with a parent, 76, any of the classes? If so, do we both need to register, even if we live in different cities? They live outside of Plano and Allen, whereas the senior adult is in Plano.
So in order to be in our facility, you have to be 50 and older. However, with our classes, the way that class registration works, if you were wanting to take a class here, you would have to wait until after registration starts. So registration just started August 5th for the fall registration for all the fall classes. And so you would want to register maybe the week before that class starts to see if there's any spots available. However, if your mom is in the early stages of dementia and she needs a caretaker, you are more than willing to come in. You are more than welcome to come into the facility with your mom and be her caregiver while in the facility.
At the Wellness Center for our older adults, with a diagnosis of dementia, the age of the caregiver doesn't matter. Because with the diagnosis of dementia, that qualifies you as a caregiver for any of our services. I am at the Allen Senior Center on the 3rd Tuesday of every month. I have classes there, and I also meet with caregivers sometimes if we have scheduled that appointment ahead of time. So I would love for you to call our office at 972-953-7669. and let the receptionist know that you want to meet with Nora. I can meet with you in the Allen Senior Center on the 3rd Tuesday of any month. And I also present classes there. And so if that would be convenient, I could meet you there in Allen. If you want to meet with us here, our other counselor and myself can meet with you as the caregiver. So with the diagnosis of dementia, the age of the caregiver doesn't matter. The schedule of classes that I present are located on our website at www.wellnesscenteronline.org. And you can see all of this that I teach in addition to those here in other senior centers.
Okay, let's see. I don't see any additional questions. So I'll go ahead and go through the library content. And then if we get more questions as we go, we can, of course, share those. So let me switch over. All right, so the library also offers a great many resources, some of them in connection with the lovely members of the Rec Center as well as the Wellness Center. But we do also offer ones hosted specifically by staff. One of those is our Connecting Seniors program. So Connecting Seniors is an online and in-person program for people to get together, share life experiences, stories, and memories, and have fun. So our upcoming topics that we have for fall include Brag About Your Family on September 7th, Superstition Quiz October 5th, Do This, Not That for November 2nd, and Holidays Around the World for December 7th. We have lively conversations at one of the library's online book clubs as well. It's a great way to get involved with not just older adults, but a wide range of adults who are interested in the same types of books that you're interested in. We have a great many book clubs. We've got our Brown Bag Book Club, which is at lunchtimes. We've got the Mystery Book Club, which happens the third Thursday of the month. We've got What Are You Reading Now? And a couple of them are hybrid programs that offer a virtual way to attend. So if you have mobility issues, this is a great way to still participate in the program and participate with people who are able to make it into the building as well. And we do a great job of keeping the conversation moving between the virtual element and the in-person element. It's a lot of fun. If you're interested in registering for the Connecting Seniors, we do have a link for that we can drop into the chat. It's got a Zoom registration for that one. We also have Memory Keepers, which is another virtual program that we offer. This is a program that is set up through the training through the Alzheimer's Association, and it's a monthly online conversational program for people and their caregivers to explore and converse about memories together. So we usually have a set topic that we cover for the program, and we just let everyone chat about their feelings and interactions, remembering the past. We try to encourage expressing personality as well as reducing anxiety and restlessness. It's hosted on the third Monday of the month at 10:30. And I believe our next one coming up is, let's see, third Monday would be, why am I forgetting what this one? This one is going to be on the 21st. And I believe that one we're going to focus on the topic of school. And so we'll talk about school memories. It'll be a lot of fun. Hope to see you there for that. We also have a Zoom registration for that. So we'll drop that in the chat for you as well. We offer a lot of in-person classes focused on older adults as well as just our adult population in general. And we do have a lot of great programs available online that you can either watch live, or we do have them available kind of a, what would you call it? Archive, yeah, an archive of our programs that we've presented in the past. And these cover topics from art and culture to technology, and even how to use library resources. We also offer a variety of programs about personal finance and starting businesses and that sort of thing that you can look into. And they're a lot of fun. So we hope that you look at joining in on those. If you want to see some of our older ones, those are available through our YouTube page, as well as we have some links on our website to get you to that YouTube page. So many ways to get to all of those great resources. A newer item that we have for checkout in the libraries that we're really excited about is our older adult bags. These bags offer a lot of great ways to interact with older adults, to kind of get those memories moving, to give sensory engagement that helps keep the brain active. These bags are designed to encourage engagement and conversation between older adults with signs of dementia and Alzheimer's and their caregivers. So they fit into two major themes. We've got sensory and we've got reminiscence. The sensory bags contain items and activities that help reduce anxiety, improve mobility, stimulate senses, and provide cognitive engagement. So we've got some topics that include calming anxieties, sound, building strength, brain games, and motor skills. And then the reminiscence bags are designed to spark conversations and social engagement through the themes. So we've got topics such as gardening, baseball, road trips, travel by train, and life on the farm. And you can place holds on these items by searching for older adult bag on our catalog. And then you can place a hold using the place hold button next to the item. Or you can see what just happens to be on the shelf when you come in. We do have those available at all locations, unless of course they've all been checked out. And they have been circulating very well. So a hold is usually your best bet to make sure you get the item that you want. And these check out for 3 weeks and can be renewed once if there's not another hold waiting for it. And we can put a link to our catalog in there if you're interested in looking for these items. Do we have any questions so far about the library? I'm going to say no. Okay, we'll move on. So we do also offer, as I mentioned, some virtual programs and classes. You can find these in two places. Our Plano Library Learns blog has lots of links to programs we've had in the past, as well as blog posts about those classes and about those topics. And of course, you can find what's coming up on our planolibrary.org website. We have a online calendar as well as access to our catalogs. We've currently got, or not catalogs, sorry, brochures. We've got our current brochure for summer still up. That's going to be good through the end of the month. And then we've just recently had our fall brochure posted up. So that's available for planning in advance for fall starting in September. Let's see, is there anything else to share? Oh yeah, of course, we do have multiple ways to connect with us. You can see listed up here. We've got Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, and that's where we share a lot of information about upcoming programs and resources that are available. We have a newsletter called Sage that has information for all of Plano regarding the senior community. It's a great newsletter to have. And then we also have our monthly newsletter for the library as well, that includes check it out, upcoming events, as well as highlights of our services that we offer. Let's see.
I've got to get over to Wiley.
So I see a question that asks if our brochures are sent out to libraries, and unfortunately, no, we don't send them out, but we do have them available online. So if you have access to the internet, either on a desktop or a mobile device, you can easily access that information through there. But for a physical copy, unfortunately, right now, we don't have a way to send it out. You do have to come into the library to pick it up. Any other questions related to library programs? Okay, and then finally, we have a podcast that we put out, I believe once a month is our current episode release. This podcast covers a broad range of topics, including our services, as well as behind the scenes looks at the Plano staff and how we create the programs that we offer and the services we provide. If you're interested in signing up and listening to that podcast, there's a link on the screen here, and we can also put that into our chat as well for easy clicking. And that's going to cover it. If you have any questions, you can email. We have Bethany Ross's email up here. She's one of our point persons for all things older adult programming. And then I can also put my email into the chat so that you can send me an email if you'd like to. I'm a librarian here at Haggard and always glad to help. And if you'd be so good as to take this survey and give us feedback, we always love feedback on programs we are already offering or programs you would like to see us offer in the library. So thank you so much for attending. If you have any more questions, we will look for those in the chat or the Q&A. If not, thank you so much for joining us today. And thank you, Rainey, and thank you, Nora, for sharing all of your fabulous information.